Let me say a little something about Alex Pretti and Renee Good. I've been dealing with a lot of death lately. A week after Renee Good was shot and killed in Minneapolis in a car, my brother died. And then now we have Alex Pretti gunned down. Actually, he was already down. And they just shot him 10 times. I can't imagine what those families are going through. I know what mine's been going through. And I had the grace to be able to at least see my brother one last time. Let him know I loved him, even though he couldn't say anything back. But I can't imagine Renee Good's daughter. I can't imagine having to tell her that your mother was killed by agents of the United States. She was a poet, a writer, and a substitute teacher, just like me. She was also a mom. Alex Pretti was a nurse at the VA. This is a man who dedicated his life to service. The last thing he said was, "Are you okay?" Checking on the woman that the ICE agents had taken to the ground. And then they took him to the ground. Stripped him of his weapon, which he had every right to bear. And then they shot him after they disarmed him. After they repeatedly punched him in the head, shoved his face to the ground. They just murdered him. And these poor idiots who were put in that situation without any real training, tempted by big bonuses and ways to feed their family in these trying times, filled with the ideas of white nationalism, and what they were doing is some kind of noble venture. When they're arresting children, after they sold us on this idea they were getting the criminals out, they're going after children and women. Not that women can't be criminals, but, you know, this is not what we were told this was about. And then for Pam Bondi to reach out to the governor of Minnesota and say, "We'll get out if you give us your voting information." How cold-hearted is that? To say you're in there for some noble cause, but say, "Oh, we'll get out as long as you help us steal the next election." It's tragic. We deserve so much better. We need to become so much better. I don't know exactly what to say about these two lives that were taken from us by our own government. I'd love to see justice, would love to see justice come. But we know the president will never take any responsibility for any of this, because he never takes responsibility for anything, except stuff he didn't really do. It's tragic.